Welcome back to Unapologetic Exotical Content, the corner of the internet where beauty stays undefeated, delusion gets evicted without notice, and we don't do humble, we do highly moisturized with a side of reality. If you're new here, grab your emotional sunscreen because the shade is premium, the truths hit harder than a tax audit, and lace fronts tend to retire early. Let's unpack the drama they're too dehydrated to handle. Today's episode is brought to you by her, that supporter who keeps the tea hotter than a Miami summer and the lace glue melting on sight. We're talking about the exhausting hate that stunning triple threat exoticals get as we age. Because apparently, if you're aging fine like wine instead of spoiling like unrefrigerated milk, you're public enemy number one. Let's unpack it because since puberty, baby, it's been a hostile takeover of fake friends and side-eye specialists. Back in elementary school, I was everybody's little bestie. They loved me. Then my hormones clocked in, and the glow-up hit harder than an unpaid credit card bill. Suddenly, the air changed. And why? Because the real competition had officially entered the ring. See, kids cry over stolen toys, but adults cry over imagined competition. Beauty is the new currency. And baby, I've been rich for years. They started looking at me like a threat because their imaginary man might look twice, even if I was just blinking in his direction. And let's be clear, beauty is the ultimate toy they can't afford. So they try to create bootleg versions with lace fronts, contour kits, and Amazon waist trainers working overtime. The goal? Build a Barbie themselves into the standard they were never a contestant for. And if you're older and still standing tall in your moisturized glory, they malfunction like cheap electronics. They'll clown your age, compare you to people you look better than, and launch a humble you campaign faster than they can say, but you ain't all that. Baby girl, comparison is their only weapon because they lost the beauty war before they entered the battlefield. And the large majority? Oh, don't get me started. Go Google the obesity statistics yourself because I'm not here to babysit denial. That's why I look younger than girls 15 to 20 years behind me on the timeline. Yes, I said it. I've seen high school prom pics where the girls look like they're clocking in for their 9-to-5s at the HR Department of Aging. Tell me I'm lying. And when they see me in my big age glowing like I'm sponsored by a skincare line, the jealousy practically evaporates their last layer of moisture. Now, don't start stacking the unexpectedness. Don't be light brown with rare, long, healthy curls on top of being a triple threat. That's when the emergency sirens start blaring. That's dangerous territory. The unexpected woman is the most hated group, period. I remember my best friend turned ops the moment we hit high school. She linked up with the band of unambiguous averages because they're only comfortable around women they don't feel threatened by. They love each other because they don't outshine each other. But you walk in and remind them of every music video, every movie screen, every time their man couldn't keep his eyes straight. And that is why triple threat exoticals are hated. We're walking reminders of reality while they're busy trying to rewrite themselves into a narrative they were never cast for. After high school, no friends. In college, they stuck me in dorms with unambiguous women thinking we had something in common. Baby, the only thing we shared was oxygen, and even that felt tense. They grouped up and I became the outcast. If you're unattractive, they invite you to the table. But you? They'll leave you standing like you're holding a "will trade beauty for acceptance" sign. That's not accidental. That's strategic. I heard someone on here say that they want you to feel the rejection they've been marinating in their whole lives. Queens of projection, grandmasters of victimhood, and the sarcasm, the fake giggles at your mistakes. I didn't even know it was jealousy at the time. I just thought I was disliked. Fast forward, I started working. And when I was in minimum wage positions, they were cold and distant, just doing their favorite game, Isolation Olympics. But the minute I graduated and ended up working over them, baby, the claws came out like a bad manicure set at closing time. I once told an unambiguous woman my job title and she huffed like she caught asthma mid-conversation. They got me fired from almost every job or pushed me out the door like I was yesterday's bad decision. Even at the one job they couldn't push me out of, the supervisor avoided me like accountability. I didn't see that woman more than a handful of times in 3 years. Younger women on my job would go into cardiac arrest anytime someone asked me my age. Because, baby, I had already lapped them on the success track, and that's a hard pill to swallow when you're still praying for the starting line. They wanted what I had, but would rather pass away than say it. They'd sit up and lie to themselves and say, "She ain't got nothing I don't have." But, sweetie, check the receipts. And the older you get, the women your age will avoid you like a tax collector because you're the living, breathing proof that Father Time isn't the enemy. It's their habits. When I showed up to a get-together, one old associate literally stared across the room like she was watching her worst nightmare in 4K. And it's always the side eye, the head turn, the refusal to make eye contact. Baby, they'll act like you don't even exist. And don't let me start on how men flirt through the chaos, asking my age and nearly passing out when I tell them, "Wow, I thought you were in your early to mid-20s. Yeah, baby, I'm a certified time traveler. We don't age, we marinate. People hate what they can't possess. They mock what they secretly admire. That's why if you stay fit, eat right, and keep that skin glowing like a light bill ain't due, you will age like Maya and Chili. And don't tell me Maya isn't walking proof because that woman is bad to the bone. Chili was bad in her day, but Maya aged like she's allergic to wrinkles. And if she had the height, oh baby, the streets wouldn't be safe. The hate would be industrial sized. And don't ever forget, the reason you're hated is the same reason you stay winning. You are the unexpected. You are the reality check in a world full of delusion debit cards. And while they're busy swiping for validation, you're out here swiping your loyalty card at the self-care aisle. So here's your reminder. Keep moisturizing and let the hate work overtime, trying to figure out why your glow is still on back order. They will never ask how you do it. Just smile, sip your tea, and look better than them while they age like prunes before they even reach their 30s. And until next time, stay glowing, stay knowing, stay petty, and remember, the expiration date on their delusion came and went. But yours, baby, you're timeless. Catch you at the next reality check ceremony.